What's going on, team? It's your boy G, aka Ginato Sensei. We're back at it again with another episode of the G Files, man. Today's episode, we are going to be reviewing Snake Eyes G.I.JOE Origins. This is probably the best movie I've done seen all year, so I'm super excited to get into this. But before we do, I need you to do one huge favor for me. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and any bit of support is greatly appreciated. You could be watching anything on YouTube right now if you decide to check this video out. So I appreciate y'all. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Y'all know me, I like to start with love. I didn't have that many high expectations for Snake Eyes. I thought it was just gonna be, an action-packed action movie, nothing too crazy, but they definitely surpassed my expectations. I really like the overall story. It got strong motives and it has a really good beginning, middle, and end. The pacing was phenomenal. Stakes were really high for a good majority of the movie. They did a really good job casting for this movie. The actors had really good chemistry, especially between Snake Eyes and Tommy, or should I say Storm Shadow. So like I was saying earlier, I really just expected this movie to be just like, a whole lot of action, but this was way more action than I was actually expecting. For it to just be like a 2-hour movie, a lot actually happened. It had really good payoffs, like Snake Eyes' initial betrayal, which really caught me off guard, which then led into a whole other host of emotions throughout the movie as he tries to navigate through this crazy world that is G.I. Joe. But one of my fears, like with a lot of movies and trailers, is that, we saw all the best action scenes in the trailer and there was nothing left for us when we got to actually watch the movie. But Snake Eyes' case, they have plenty to pick from. And like I was saying earlier, the choreography for the fight scenes was immaculate. For me, the main thing I was looking for from the fight scenes was the sword play. Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow's bread and butter was the katana, the sword, man, and I was super excited just to see that in full effect because they was going up against a whole lot of people, man. But besides the fights and the action scenes, pacing for this film was really good. Had easy to follow lore and history that played out throughout the movie that was easy to keep up with, from different trials and what they mean to how the Yakuza and Tommy's actual clan play into how the world works at this moment. They really put a modern spin on G.I. Joe. They really put a modern spin on the world of G.I. Joe. And y'all know me, I love training arcs, and there was multiple training arcs throughout the film, so it felt like they were constantly progressing. And at the end of the movie, when Snake Eyes was going crazy, it did not feel like, where did he get all this skill from? Like, we actually spent time, and they actually gave us time stamps throughout the movie to help us have a gauge of how much time has passed. Another thing that I didn't really like that was very evident in the later half of the movie was the plot armor. For them to be in such a fortified castle and them to be so advanced in their technology and things like that, they had such a bad security system. In instances where people have seemingly broke in or tripped the motion detectors and stuff like that, they would act like nothing happened the next day, and I'm just like, how did they not put 2 and 2 together? But they just use that as a plot device to keep moving the story forward. So it's not necessarily a knock, but I definitely did notice it. Now, one thing I wasn't really expecting was humor. I figured this was gonna be like a super serious movie, and that's pretty much what it was. The funny moments that did actually happen weren't necessarily like telling jokes type of funny. It was more so like dry humor, which I am a fan of, but there was definitely moments where I feel like it could have been a little bit more, or it ended up being very corny. Now, the last gripe that I have with this film is the final boss, man. I think that the final fight was really good and the ending was definitely solid, but I feel like the final boss fell pretty flat, which is something that I'm kind of upset with, but at the same time I'm just like, he's no Cobra. Real battle that I was looking forward to was Snake Eyes versus Storm Shadow. That is the OG classic rivalry that will continue on in whatever sequel that they come out with, whether it's another Snake Eyes movie specifically or we get into something else. But like I was saying earlier, the chemistry that Snake Eyes and Tommy had between each other was really good, and the world that they were able to build around this one isolated incident in such a short amount of time. We learned about Cobra, we learned about the Joes, and we learned about Snake Eyes' new purpose along with Storm Shadow. So it was just a really good, nicely knit bow by the end of the movie, and I really enjoyed it. like I was saying earlier, it's definitely the best movie I've seen this year. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of the movie and what was your favorite part. And that's all I got, man. So I appreciate y'all once again for tuning in to the review. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Every bit of support is greatly appreciated. We on the road to 1,000 subscribers, like I said before, and we literally just hit 75,000 views on YouTube. So I appreciate y'all for all the continued support. And I'm gonna head up out of here, man. Y'all know the vibes. Always keep growing. See you going. It's me, boy G. I'm gone. Peace.